The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Thanks again, guys. We have sitting next to us. We got bars. Hey man, so the song we're about to play, Dink, is how early is that?
Oh man, I recorded Dank in I think 2016, and then we released it 2017.
Ooh, and when did your career start?
Oh shit, bro! I've been rapping forever, man. I got older songs than that, but I mean that's kind of when I re-emerged on the scene. You know, just come back and just give them the dank shit. You know.
Well, that's the song we're gonna start, and let's hear how you came back.
Hey, Joey, I got some stuff you just gotta try. What is it? Pot, you know, marijuana.
I ain't at the club, bitch, I'm at the house. Getting stoned down cause I ain't in the going now. Fucking dress code, take me out the list, chump. I make rap music, I ain't about to fist pump. The last bar I hit, I've been 86 for 6 months. And the bitch that kicked me out of counter as a big cunt. And I'm already high and only hit this shit once. Now that we've established that, please bring in the kick drum. I told heavy, this batch is too heady. I'm smoking, no Bammer, no Reggie. I ain't tryna sing when I say I got that la la la. Ain't married to Mary Jane, but by now it's common law. I just hit the corner store, only shit I got was raw. Two cones roll, looking like Madonna's bra. Bitch, I'd rather roll up, so I caught me some killer. What them dabs got you looking like the zombies and Thriller. No Milwaukee's a Miller, man, I got Rainier in this solo. My eyes is red all the time, and I just wanna appear in this photo. Let's bitch, I'm a pothead, this I meant what you expect me to do. I got a pocket full of papers, plus that peppy look cute. As soon as I step in the room, they double take neck break. Cause I just hit the dispensary and I left stinking. Next patient, dope is what I prescribe. When I get stoned, all types of high. On the train wreck, I might survive. Right inside of a cone, straight to the dome, then I get in my zone. 2 tokes and I'm blown, then it's back to the stool. Left half full of glue, right back from the deuce to the city. I'm wrong, you know I pull up to the spot, car smelling like bang, right. Oh, I feel like it's smooth. Pull up to the spot, car smelling like bang, like bang. Oh, I feel like it's smooth. Pull up to the spot, car smelling like bang, like bang. Oh, I feel like it's smooth. Pull up to the spot, car smelling like it. Blow weed in the lab, that session's free. No seeds in the sack, vasectomy. I dab heavily, a gram and I'm wasted. I smell like I got 40, 50 plants in my basement. Pull up in the right body, your bitch want the right shotty. She rolling that Ziggy up, that Damien, that Kaimani. You know with my eyes glassy, I'm probably back. And I don't really give a motherfucker what you think. You say your butt is legit, I'll be the judge of this shit. But please don't pass it to me if you got a bump on your lip.
That shit on your lip got some shit on his lip, dog.
Is that why no puff puff? Pass me got shit.
Just got some cushion, I scored hell. I'm at the dollar sign, you better warn catch. You still got the size, but need more fat. I read the Northwest from the doorstep, and got them all over my fourth letter. While all you got was a bunch of knives. Tell me, man, you core mega. Pull up to the spot, smelling like bang, like that. Oh, I feel like it's smooth. Pull up to the spot, car smelling like bang, like bang. Oh, I feel like it's smooth. Pull up to the spot, car smelling like bang, like that. Oh,
I love that bass, man. That's a good. Oh wow, that scratch is awesome!
What? Eating up all the fucking pork and barbecue, bro. You're missing out on all this shit. What the fuck? Come on, man. Put a phone in the show party now. Boom, joke.
Wow, dude. Wow, man. Wow, that is one hell of a way to come back, man. It's like boom, boom, woo. I love it, dude.
Appreciate you a lot, man.
Oh man, that's awesome. So, you came back, and did that? When you say you came back, did you take a break, find yourself? I mean, is this
Well, that's
from the song?
It's a pretty long story, but I'll try to summarize. So I was in a long-term relationship that wasn't going great. I was on, alcohol, pills. I was doing too much, But while I was doing all that shit, I thought that rap wasn't going to work for me, and I should just climb the corporate ladder, And I busted my ass. I was at Amazon, actually. I worked at Amazon, and I was working there. I had stocks in the company, just moving my way up, and then one day somebody higher up didn't like me, got rid of me, and just multiple things happening on that level of just trying to, climb the corporate ladder for no reason, and then one day, the day I quit alcohol, January 2nd actually happened 10 years ago this year, 10 years ago. So January 2nd, I quit alcohol, and then I basically just, said I need to pick up what, where I left off, and do what I'm supposed to be doing on this earth, And then ever since,
Wow.
I've been back to it now.
Yeah, no, man, that's a great ass comeback song, and we do have the song that you made a song of the 10 called 10 that we got in our playbook here too, and we got lots of good music in the reels of that you and wow, that's all I can say because you went to cannabis with your some of your healing as well.
Well, I've always smoked weed, I kind of missed the illegal weed. It was a lot better than this new Walmart version weed that they got now, but I will say that something brought me back to the cannabis area, the legal side, which, has its ups and its downs, but I was so actually I'll just say it because it's the second part of the story I just said. So all this shit was going wrong. I ended my long-term relationship. I lost my house. I lost everything. I lost my job 2 weeks after that, and then out of nowhere, I got this guy who has his cannabis company, that reaches out to me and he's like, I need a theme song for my store. And at the time, he didn't even know that I stopped doing music. And it's weird how the energy of the world works, because as soon as I lost everything, I got that phone call,
Wow.
And then basically he invested in me, and I had like a $250,000 budget record deal with their company. Things didn't end up working out, but while I was going to go to that meeting about the theme song or whatever, the store opening song, I had just finished recording that album that has the Dank song on it. So I was like, at the end of the meeting, I was like, oh, by the way, I made this album, let me know what you think of it. And then he called me back the same day, like 2 hours later, and was like, we need to go full steam, and we need to, invest in this and, and make this big, So we did a bunch of videos. It was a good experience. I will say there was good and bad times, but all in all, it was an experience, which matters. But I had already did the song, prior to them releasing it.
Uh-huh. Wow, man. Wow, dude. That's so awesome. So did you get to start playing at like CannaFest and like different like urban places and
I performed at Seattle Hemp Fest in 2012, and then things kind of went wonky, and then I performed again in 2017. But honestly, I got a lot of love for the dudes who ran Hemp Fest. But once cannabis went legal, for myself, the fun aspect of it kind of started to die out. It just wasn't. I just got so many stories about Seattle Hemp Fest, like before it went legal, that are just crazy, But all in all, it was still a good time, and I appreciate the opportunity and stuff. But I was doing stuff like that. I performed at a convention in Hawaii. It was like I think they went legal now. I don't know, but at the time they were still just medical. And yeah, that shit was a funny story in itself, But like several things, open up for some artists and stuff, and but I just that it didn't really go the right way, how we intended, But there was a lot of other factors that came into play, But I still appreciate them, even letting me know that the affirmation from the universe that I am supposed to be doing this, So it was all
right. Well, and following your dream is hard. Like if it's something like that you want, your passion that you want to do as a job. So and it's hard for the miracles to line up because you don't know like how if you got to save babies in order to get the miracles or what's gonna happen, dude. And man, you got skill, dude. I'm gonna say this because our next presentation is this song, one of my most favorite songs, and it's very short on the video, and it's No Camping.
Hell yeah, appreciate it, dude. Hell yeah.
And I'm a visual guy because the puppet and just everything, And to me, visuals it stimulates my brain, and this video is fun. And I'm gonna actually put it on full screen so the viewers can get the full feel of it. But here's No Camping from Bars.
Why every time I hand you the blunt, you always want to start talking? Shut the fuck up. Hit that shit. I wanna smoke too, bitch, but you keep on yapping about your whole life story that probably ain't even happened. I just wanna get a little high, just a little. You've been holding it so long, it's already in the middle. And there's 3-4 people in front of me getting heated. It went from a whole tree to a stump to me. You've been keeping the company so long, you need a LLC. Put it back in the baggie, XLT. I guess when the set started, I gotta bring instructions. Oh, you thought what was inside must have been cheap or something. All the bubble, hash, wax, diamonds in the keep we stuffed and went in the air and not my lungs. I should have seen it coming like a Pornhub clip. I could do a store run, get a bunch of chores done all before one hit. Guess take an exhale, now you using the phone. And all I can see is ashes like a funeral home, you bitch. Why every time I hand you the blunt, you always want to start talking? Shut the fuck up. Hit that shit. No camping here. I got way too much hash in here. We don't sesh like that. You won't last in here. Yeah, sure. Cool, gotcha. Pass it here. There's no camping here. I got way too much hash in here. We don't sesh like that. You won't last in here. Yeah, sure. Cool, gotcha. Pass it here.
All right, this is now you guys know what the next song is, but 1 minute or over a 1 minute song, like I think it's like 1:42. but it was sweet to the point. It had a nice groove to it. It shook your ass. I mean, I'm over here in the studio like do 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 boo 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 boo. Yeah, and it's like it's catchy. It's catchy, and you write your own stuff, and that's what's sexy about it.
Hell yeah! I mean that one's a life experience one. You just gotta. There's always that guy or girl or whoever. That they're just as soon as they get that motherfucker, that's when the blunt is their microphone. That's when, So fuck that.
That's funny, dude. That's funny. Oh man. So this next song, it's you got all these nice little catchy songs, and Black Widow. Black Widow is another one that caught my eye. And check this out.
Yeah, these bitches gonna get you killed. These bitches gonna get you killed. I tried to warn them. This bitch fucked everybody, and I mean everybody under the sun. Got multiple BDs, but your STDs, you'll see was one of them ones. First baby dad maniacs made me laugh. He caught her in the club, turn around. And any place he goes, she giving fellatio. You should have known he gonna come with a gun. Every death at a bar that I seen was over a bitch. It ain't few far in between. Two separate parties clashing like they double book. She had them both whipped. Now they about to throw fists from just a look. Fucking shook. Now she like to watch him fight for it. Made the drive for it. Pull a pistol, a knife for it. She only loved big bags, but don't buy toward. Had them going from swimming in pussy to dry storage. Of course, these bitches gonna get you killed. Yeah, these bitches gonna get you killed. A new sucker wanna come to the bitch's defense. She know how to play the victim, pussy giving the rent. Going broke for the hoe, might as well live in a tent. Type to get the pussy once, since are getting content. Should've known that's for everybody. Everybody now, this one can beat anybody. Anybody count times a lot. She get more flights to Boston than United got. She certified for slopping in moderation for dick. Her recites is rotten. You walk away with a zip out the size of Austin. She got a baby from this, but her mouth always get overpopulated with kids. She should try adoption, you bitch. Get you killed. Try to talk, man. These bitches gonna get you killed. These bitches gonna get you killed. These bitches gonna get you killed. Killer.
Wow, man. Wow, dude. There's something about it. There's something about your style. It's so. What exactly is the style that you're trying? Because it's almost like I got ADD, split personalities, and fucking smoking sativa all at the same time when I'm watching this shit, and it's just so delightful.
Hell yeah. I mean, shit, bro. I just do it. You just don't think about it. Just do it. When you think too hard, then it's not going to be good. When you overthink it, when you try to add a bunch of bells and whistles, I used to know dudes that had, $1 million studios that didn't know how to fucking push a button on that shit. But then I knew people that had next to nothing recording in their fucking bathrooms, making shit that sounds like it was $1 million. So it's like, I used to get caught up in just trying to make sure it's good, as opposed to just fuck it and put it out. And if I like it, we'll see if you like it.
Right. So now that philosophy, now everybody watching. Now this is the artist when we were playing that 15 Minutes of Flame album, and we were reviewing it on a show here on the Knock Network, guys. This is Flame right here from that. So his theory of the short songs and the 15 of them, what was it? Was it 15 or 12?
15.
It was 15.
Play on 15 Minutes of Fame, so I said 15 Minutes of Flame.
Yeah, man, that is awesome, dude. Yep. And they were short songs, and you did that because of your algorithms, because what you were seeing of people listening to your musics and stuff?
Well, that's just the way of the world right now. People just, it's hard for people to remember shit. And now, like, the album format in the world now, I'm not going to say everybody, but in the younger world, is people don't listen to albums anymore. They pick their favorite songs and they make a playlist. Excuse me. But since they do that, I played this album for younger people, being in only 15 minutes, and they didn't skip it. They didn't skip anything. They were just like, I felt like I listened to this for an hour, but it was only 15 minutes. Which not everybody can do. Some people can, some people can't, But I noticed now, because the thing about your analytics on YouTube and stuff like that, they tell you how long your average viewer views a song or any of that. They show it to you, and people are getting about a minute and a half in with things, So it's like, but I also look at it as like, it's a challenge. Can you get your point across in 60 seconds? Some people can't. Some people can't tell the story, and they need an 8-minute song. Fucking Led Zeppelin shit. Just is you got to just do it.
Well, both those songs that we just played were both under a minute and like 40 seconds or whatever. Both of them, and both of them were catchy. You had both the visuals. You had both, and I bet you. I mean, is that starting to become your better viewed videos? Are the shorter ones then, or?
Well, the thing is, it's not that they're becoming the most viewed. It's more so like 100% of the listeners are getting through it. So the more hours I'm tracking, the more I'm monetizing. Granted, they're short.
Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, the more you're helping the algorithm. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
As opposed to like 65% of the people listening made it through the whole song. Like that's a good number. That's actually a really great number. That's my average is about 65%, but that's not a good enough number for me. So I just looked at it like no one's doing it. I mean, granted, yeah, if you listen to a lot of punk rock, a lot of those songs are like a minute and a half max. So I'm just like, fuck it, let's do the rap version. Like let's
right. So what's your genre? What is your genre? I mean, are you from the punk rock like section that you like converted over to rap? Or?
Oh no, I've always been a rapper, but I wasn't a death metal band at one point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, because I heard a couple of interviews, like one with your local radio that you were on, and like a few, like ever since we met you through a mutual friend, we've kind of just been watching your thing, and we heard you make a reference on that a couple of times, and so yeah. It just.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like I performed at a lot of rock venues, I opened up for Green Jello, which was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was an insane show. Like, we had like a 30-minute set, the drummer had 1 million fucking bells and whistles. This dude had a giant, it took like 3 people to set up his fucking drums for that shit, but it was big. But also, Maynard wasn't singing, so, it's not 100% Green Jello,
So you're touring. Are you touring views of upcoming, like any ideas, or I mean, are you just doing local stuff, or?
Well, this is the thing, like I tell, like I got a guy in Oregon now who's been asking me if I'm coming down there, and I said, well, you got to go talk to your promoter. You got to make a demand. You got to go to your local promoter, and you got to say, hey, I want to see this person, and then when we send them an email, then they're like, oh shit, people have been asking about this, so it makes it easier, to strike a deal with, promoters or people that own concert venues when the people reach out, as opposed to cold calling and they don't know you, Granted, off you could send them a link and that's all up to them at that point. But there's a lot of gatekeeping in the performing world, But before I quit doing everything for a while, I was doing a lot of big shows in Seattle. I opened up for Snoop, Ice Cube, Method Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like those were outrageous, crazy shows, But again, I kind of lost momentum with that. So it's like, if I get a big opportunity, sometimes I'll take it. It just depends. Like I said, like when people see this shit, that don't make music or they're just from the outside looking in, everybody thinks it's just all fun. Oh, ha, 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 fun. But it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work. And it's a lot of hard work to stay consistent and be able to afford to stay consistent. So it's just like right now, like I would love to do a tour, but then I feel like, every song that I make is another bullet in the chamber. So I'm trying to have a banana clip here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make sure we're stacked high, to where if I do a tour, I got 20 songs to pick from to do that night. We could even do a night where it's just like spin the wheel and this is what we're hearing, just something different, but yeah, like it just, the demand has to be there, and the demand, it comes and goes,
Well, and having the experience though too, having the experience of being able to put on a show now that makes it more comfortable now on your time. What you said, like now you can go out, you can put out the whole 20 song, you can change it up a little, you can kind of feel out if maybe even now you got these short little videos you can flash up on the back screen and whatnot. Or yeah.
Yeah, and even with that, like I've had shows where we, they say, hey, you can do X amount of time, and I'll do, 8 to 10 songs, and then I'll keep an extra 6 depending on the crowd and how they're feeling, and like let's get them upbeat, and then just pick one of those, So it depends, But to me, that's more authentic. You're really vibing with the crowd. You're feeding off of what they're giving you, which is awesome, But man, it's what a lot of people that aren't really with the music, what they need to learn is that the artist gets paid last. Everybody gets paid before the artist. When it comes to recording it, producing it, mixing it, mastering it, videos, content, merchandise, like it's a lot. It's to where the artist might get some profit. I'm blessed to say that I broke even, with music, and it's almost like I spent nothing, but you can never get time back, So it's just like what I notice is, and this has been going on in every city, every country in the world, people don't fuck with you until the world fucks with you, So it's just like for example, like I had a friend that he said, how can I help you? How can I, get your stuff out more? And I was like, share it, dude. DM that fucking shit to 100 fucking people and see what people say to you. That's how you get it out. The people have to hear it. They have to decide. But for him, that was too much work, So it's just like, I look at it like most people in this world, they want to help you. They'll climb up the mountain after they saw you climb it first. Bar.
No, I get it, dude. Yeah, and there's even people that will go after your opportunities because they figure, oh well, if he could do it, exactly. I'm better than him. No, I get it, dude. I feel you, man.
Just at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to payouts and people, it just depends, like, but again, like I feel like, my shows are worth money, but I'm not asking for a lot. Yeah. I think a $10 ticket is fair, in my opinion, But even then,
That was my next. Yeah, that was my next point to make out is that each place that I see now where you're on the roster isn't really a high ticket price or a high walk-in fee. It was all like under 10. Yep, 10.
well,
Yep.
everything after COVID went up. That means stage rentals. That means sound rental. That means just renting out a venue alone. The prices went up because now they're having to pay more in taxes to keep their lights on, and that's
So can you cut those costs though by like becoming like having your own equipment, having your own lighting, having your own?
Of course. But that's the thing. If I come get booked somewhere in another city, I'm bringing obviously other people with my band, but I'm also bringing my own sound engineer because he's going to make sure that every moment sounds good. And a lot more artists that do shows. And I was talking to a younger cat the other day about it, and I was just like, bro, invest in having someone do your sound and your lights at your show. Invest in someone, because it's all about the show. And the better your fucking show is, like, people will come back.
Yeah, that sounds.
Sometimes it's more than bells and whistles. Sometimes it's the connection. What are you saying that people will come back?
So speaking about that, at your show, are you stopping in between the songs and sharing yourself in between the songs, or are you straight throwing songs at them?
It just depends. If I'm saying something deep enough that I feel that people like might have halfway heard the message, then I'm gonna stop and talk about it. It just
Okay.
you got to fill it out sometimes. Stop and go is cool sometimes, but sometimes you just want to hear that DJ just transition that next one perfectly. And then so it just depends. But again, and that's filling the crowd out. If I see a bunch of okay, not to be stereotypical, but if there's a bunch of women in the room, they want to dance. They don't want to dance and stop and dance and stop and dance and stop. They want to dance for like at least 20, 30 minutes. That's just facts, and I've seen it. I opened up for Yin Yang Twins and there were no dudes in the crowd. Zero.
Oh, wow.
Zero. So
Wow.
they wanted to hear a continuous mix. They didn't want to hear stop and go. And granted, at the time, our show was stop and go. So people were like, what the fuck? So I know this from experience,
Uh-huh.
but then, then you might be in a crowd full of usually when you're in a crowd full of people that doesn't do much but do a little head nodding, they may not be getting all the way into it, but they're trying to hear what you're saying, and that's when you got to hit them with the clever shit, and do something clever, that's they're going to pay attention to and be like, okay, he's saying something, then there's that crowd, like they want to hear the hip hop shit, and then there's, it just depends. It really
I get it. Man, that's oh wow, dude. It's so all your background of playing these heavy shows. So by the time before you took your break, you were starting to get the groove of like these bigger names opening up for these people. Like you were on top of your world in when you took your break, and so I mean, do you miss it? I mean, now that you're playing these more different crowds, the different shows, the different not big names.
Bro, I love it all. Like that's the thing. Like you could open. I mean, I've stood in front of a crowd of 5,000 people before. 10,000 people. And fucking, it's not. I don't know. Like, yeah. Some people remember, but the question is, did those people buy an album?
Right.
It's like those are the people I'm here for. So if that group of people is not more than 100 people a show, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I can live with that, because I'd rather have people listen to me for a lifetime than people, oh, I only like you because you open up for some big name, But I had to go through that journey to learn that. So now I just look at it more so like I appreciate the people that take the time out of their day to even press play for 5 seconds, You don't have to do that, So like I think, everyone in this world gets caught up on numbers, so it's always about, oh, well, how many numbers do you got is how much talent you have. And that isn't true.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, you're right. I agree. I agree. That is nice. But at the same time, I mean, the marketable as a puppet, it's a hard market. There's like 100 professionals that would be looked at before just somebody off of the street even gets looked at for a puppet role. But the only reason why that guy would get looked at is because he does have the numbers and he does bring a crowd that is on something that is hard to market. So music, in a way, is almost similar because there's very few like good professional jobs at it if you know how to market them. But
if we're gonna be 100 right now, like if I perform in your city, you're hosting the show, the whole get up, everything, because it's gonna add to the show. That's how I look at it.
Okay, no, I get it. Yeah, there's a lot of places in New Orleans that get artists as they're traveling, and it's a city of tourism. So they try to get as many artists as they can bring in from the outside to book it, to bring in the crowds. I haven't tapped into that market yet, but it would be nice to pull guys like you from Washington to fill up a show and just, puppets throwing on shows. Come and get drunk with the puppets, or come and get high with the puppets, or, depending on the situation that we'd be able to legally do it,
Oh yeah, man! Like, cause I guarantee, like, they would just add to the show, and then we'll talk about it, man. But seriously, So I just look at it like, like there's an element for everybody. That's why I'm grateful for the internet, because everyone has a lane. You just haven't found all of that lane yet, but you're going to quickly, So it's already, it has its own lane. There's not that many people doing it. It's almost like a dying art that you're resurrecting, because I mean, shit, I remember Fraggle Rock. I remember fucking watching Fraggle Rock again, like after as an adult, and then getting high and watching it, and it was even better.
Oh, right, dude. Right. No, dude, we even Todd can smoke and blow out smoke. And we got Mr. Foot can blow out smoke, and so I mean, we're just trying to be different. I mean, be ourselves, stuff that hasn't been done before, stuff that back in like legacy of Jim Henson, he wouldn't be able to put it on screen. I mean, 2025 is a different world with social media and just everything.
And that's funny you bring that up, because a big reason why I wanted to jump on the show is because when I was a little kid, I used to idolize Jim Henson, So it's like, it's all about what are we creating that people are going to remember forever. That's all
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.
Join us for NOK Network monthly specials, 12 months a year. movie nights, spotlights on entertainment, and live on location coverage. Stay up to date about upcoming programming by subscribing to NOK Network on Rumble, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Twitch, and Facebook. Check out our webpage at www.noknetwork.com.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals,
Go ahead,
Tyndinaga.
hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Waniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Tombstoner Wayne Cruz from Tombstone, Arizona. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson, 8 p.m. Eastern. Followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts, nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
You know, like like that's originally Mr. Hobbies. That's why he invented us, was so he wouldn't fall into his depression of healing, and so we understand the healing part of like the whole like aspect of it too, because even in songs you hear people's struggles of mental health and their demons and their struggles and their battles, and even in your songs, I mean, us puppets have put in a lot of hours of listening to your music, and it isn't just because of the show and we were doing our work. Like, you do it to where you invite it to make it easier, okay? So you know, because after a while I wanted to, because the beat was crisp, the videos I watched were crisp, the sound was crisp, the lyrics were crisp. I mean, everything was just like styling. Like, even the stuff that was out of character, that didn't have like a full chorus or whatnot, you just came out with verses. Even that stuff was harmonic and balanced in the way that it was executed.
I appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you.
So are you making your own beats?
Some of them, yes. Currently, I'm making most of my music. It's me and Smoke M2D6, baby.
Shout out!
Yeah, shout out Smoke, man. But me and him are doing a lot of stuff, you know, and just But that's the thing, like you gotta work with people that know the same amount of hip hop as you do when it comes to stuff like that. But before I was did rap music, I was a producer. I would produce beats for people, and then all the people that I was making beats for, just they weren't, in my opinion, they weren't doing the beats justice. So that's why I decided to rap, and then I ended up doing that more than producing. But I like to be hands on and do both, and have my input, even if it's I might have some I'm like. I want this type of bass line, or I'm going to, add this part myself. It just depends.
Huh. So the song I'm about to play is going to be your song 10, the one that's like, there's a lot of soul in this song. Anything you want to say about that song?
I mean, it's like I really was going to keep that type of stuff to myself, but then I was like, I had a conversation with an old friend of mine, and he was just like, it's not about exploiting your struggles. It's more so about like you may have gone through the same exact thing as someone who's going through it right now, and they might need to hear it, to help them get out of that spot. And just thinking of it like that, then I was like, let me write a song about it, and then I composed a beat with Smoke, and then it just came together, man. But all that, yeah, real life experiences, man.
Oh wow, man! This is a great song, guys. Make sure to go check out Bars. It's scrolling on the bottom. Make sure to go check them out on Instagrams at It's Bars, on YouTube as Bars with a exclamation point. Just the music of your ears will thank you. It's and it makes it delightful.
January 2nd, 2015, I decided I would get clean. The day I put the bottle down, I was past these ways, and I tossed the scripts like a bad screenplay. Looking at calendars, I remember when I scratched each day. No rehab, no counseling, and no AA. I had to want it myself. Faded to the licks gone, waking up to missed calls, calling back to hear I did some out-of-pocket shit, y'all. Try to tell me what I've done. Can't believe I did all the shit you said. I'm in my head. Now I'm having withdrawals, chasing it, replacing vivid memories with fuzzy thoughts. And everybody's at the bar until your money's not. Came here for a couple shots, left with the school shooter's work. My hands are shaking right now as I sit and do this verse. Baby, won't you turn? You know there's all in yourself. Had to get my knuckles dirty, buzzing off a couple 30s. Right before the start of shift, hour later, shit wasn't working. Pop another perky, but what's unnerving? I tried to walk in so many different shoes, I could run the journeys. Chasing somebody else's life, I couldn't help but try and emulate the perfect home house with a picket fence and leg, expecting fake handshakes to fill a void I stretched for days. And my brain had to be out of orbit just to get some space. I need some time to myself. You know there's all in yourself. Holding a tight grip, trying to cope in a fight with my demons, making it easy to fold in the night quick. Oxycodone was my fix, but when I came down, I was broken till I was lit again. Hoping this vice flick my emotional light switch. Now I could turn it off for a moment in time. Miss trying to cope for a price with retail therapy. I don't think clothes was a nice fit to keep band-aids on for a hole when the size gets bigger every day. But I'm just grateful that that feeling went away. And you can start today.
Oh wow, man! That's there's something about it, dude. That's it's different than the wild shake your stuff, but the beat itself and just your words, kind of, I want to say, seduces you into a beacon of feeling that. Like there's a lot of feel in that song.
Yeah, man. I hope it helps somebody. No matter what. We got to help each other, man. If I can make that as a contribution, then so be it. And I appreciate everybody that sent me messages too about the song as well. Everybody out there, you know who you are. I appreciate you all. Congratulating me for that. I never really did the Alcoholic Anonymous stuff or the classes or the cult shit. But I just basically, you got to want it yourself. Do it yourself. No one else is going to help you but you. So.
It's wow, yeah, man. We got a lot of soul, man. A lot of soul in it. It's you're right. There's so many ways to get sober from the old traditions to the new ways where they got the cannabis programs, and it's your recovery, and you were very blunt in it. You're very blunt in your recovery, like the way just everything, man. And that's as an artist, that's what I like, man. I mean, your serious stuff, you can get serious. Your fun stuff, you can get fun stuff. But it's the wordplay you use when you're doing all this that entrances me. Is that purposeful? I mean, like when you're writing out a song, are you coming back and throwing extra words in there to get this extra stuff, or is all this stuff coming out the way it's coming?
I mean, I came from the era when you actually had to rap for real, like you actually had to be good, and especially if you were white, you better make sure you're good, or you're getting booed the fuck off stage, or jumped, or beat up, or stabbed, or something. Like you had to be good where I grew up. So at the end of the day, like a lot of that is just can you say something that's going to make somebody rewind it at least once? So like I come from the rewind era. Like if you can't rewind it or listen to it, like what did you just say? Or things like that. Like you're not, to me, you're doing the craft a disservice if you don't have moments where people ponder what you said or come back and realize you said something and didn't realize it on the first listen. That's the best. That's when that's the type of music I'm into, just to be like, oh, that's what he meant,
Right, and that's the stuff that like you're creating too. I mean, holy cow, dude! That's this song itself is going to be catchy. Everybody that's going to hear it right now is gonna hear this song because you've been wanting to say and do this for the years of your life. But just listen to his wordplay on this song. This song is called "Fuck This Job."
Fuck this job, fuck this job, fuck this job, motherfuck this job, fuck this job. I'm calling out. No call, no show. They can see it in my face, they all know it. And I ain't putting in no 2-week notice. Fuck this job, fuck this job. Fuck this motherfucking job. I don't need it. I'm already past heated. I ain't gotta be here. I ain't getting mistreated by a bitch that only get $1 more than we get. Bitch! I don't give a fuck what lame type of fake shit that they wanna pull on break time or break shit. Hire somebody new, same time or same shift. They just wanna make me train my replacement. Fuck this job. Fuck this job. Fuck this job. Fuck ass job, little bitch ass job. They can see it in my face, they all know it. And I ain't putting in no 2-week notice. Fuck this job. Fuck this job. Fuck this motherfucking job.
We were wondering if you could get you to come in. We're a little short-staffed right now.
Wow, man. Wow, the wordplay on that, dude, is just simple. Fuck this job. Fuck this job. Fuck this. How many people wanted to fucking say that, dude?
It's actually doing very well. We just might do a video. We're already, well, the cat's out of the bag then. So yeah, we are planning to do a video for that. So it's definitely it's doing well across the world, which is crazy for me to see. You know, like I had a guy send me a video. I don't know, he was in like some factory assembly line. I don't know what they were making. It looked like composites or something. And he was playing that over the loudspeaker at his job. And I was just, that's the moment that I was just like, we have to make a video for this, you know? So it's just like, you know, a lot of people feel like that right now, you know? And I feel like, you know, we're living in a time in this world where it's time. It's time. If you know what I mean, it's time. So, you know, and shout out to everybody that's, you know, in these Amazon unions that are starting. Shout out to all the Amazon unions and laborers. People don't respect that job, you know, but then it's like, but you'll be mad as fuck if you don't get your box on time. So at the end of the day, you know, like just being an ex-employee and then seeing that people are banding together and finally standing up, you know, for themselves it's beautiful to watch. And you know, I've already reached out to a few of them to see if I can help them any way, you know, or donate or, you know, just something to, you know, add to their cause if I can't physically be there. But this is where the world is going, my friends, you know, so it's like we need to strike now, you know, and inspire the people, you know, and that's what we're going to try to do with this video is inspire the whole time. Hopefully it gets banned.
Wow, dude. Well, and
that's when you know that you made it, is when they ban it.
right, when you make a point, when you get a hater out there, and no, I get it, man. So upcoming visions, dude. You said that video's coming out. What about songs? You got an upcoming project? I heard that you're going to be releasing a single around Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I'm putting out another single. It's going to be a remix from one of the songs on 15 Minutes of Flame. People that own the album 15 Minutes of Flame on CD, you're going to get the song first, you know, so you scan that barcode that's on the inside of the CD that you own, and that's going to take you exclusive shit first, you know, and I'm prioritizing the people that invested in me, you know, like you invested in me by spending your hard-earned money to get my CD, so I'm going to give these things to you first and give you stuff that only you can hear, you know, so you know, that's, I remember back in the day, you listened to an album and they put a secret song on there, and then you'd never know if you didn't listen 5-6 more minutes of silence, you know, and they would just throw it on there, you know. So I'm just like, this is the digital version of that, you know. So I can't wait. It's going to be a great song, you know, and it's got a special feature on there too.
Oh wow, man, that's awesome! That's awesome. So speaking about songs that are on, there's that song you got, "Dare Kids" is a remix, right? As well.
Yeah, Dare Kids remix. I sent the song to Butch Cassidy. Shout out Butch Cassidy, man, like legendary DPG rapper and singer, man. That's Nate Dogg's cousin, and yeah, he blessed the song, and it was awesome to work with him and, you know, talk to him, and, you know, like it was just a great experience for the inner, you know, high school kid in me. You know, I was just like fanning out. You know, I used to listen to East Siders and Snoop and Goldie Loc and Trey D, like, you know, all through high school. So, you know, to work with him was awesome, you know, but originally, like, you know, again, like that's a remix because, you know, the original song was only a minute, you know, and then I just figured, let me do this series of these same songs a little bit longer, you know?
Yep. And are you getting the songs that you did longer off of the 15 Minutes to Flame album? Are you experiencing better reviews on the longer songs on some of them, or?
For Dare Kids, the remix, it's actually booming in Germany right now. So I'm trying to, see if we can contact some German promoters and make our way out there. But yeah, it's weird how things just sometimes things can travel throughout the world. You wouldn't even think that. I didn't expect the "Fuck This Job" song to get as much traction as it has, especially when I barely promoted it. So it's just I kind of put those songs out as guinea pigs to see what people like, and that happens to be one. And the Dare Kids remix is doing better than the original. Like it's definitely like it's doing well, and outside of the U.S. it's doing well. And I also feel like that's a big, a lot of people in Europe and Germany and Denmark and all that. They listen to a lot of Snoop and DPG, and Butch Cassidy is definitely one of them that they listen to tough. So to me, I feel like by him being on there, probably opened up a couple doors. But it's doing well outside of the country, which is awesome.
It's the song that we're gonna finish with. I want to give you a moment to shout out. I'm really grateful. This has been a great show, man. Between the music, the pumping, and just everything, I'm hoping the viewers are gonna love it when it does air live. Because I myself have enjoyed this, dude. Because I've been waiting to sit down and do this for about since like July, since we've been talking. So
appreciate that, man. Hell yeah.
But anything that you want the viewers to know about you, or anything that you want to add to this sit down sesh before we close it up, or?
Man, shit, outside of just music right now, we're living in crazy times. We're living in crazy times, and we don't need to be worried about social media. We need to be worried about how families are getting separated from each other. We need to be worried about, half of the West Coast burning down. We need to be worried about, the things that matter the most. And social media and TikTok going away and all that stupid shit doesn't fucking matter. Who gives a fuck? And another thing too, like again, outside of the music, don't say that you're for something and not provide an example. We can all hold signs for whatever we believe in, for whatever we want, for however amount of time. But until you take real action, then none of it means anything. It doesn't mean a damn thing. So put actions to your words, with whatever you do in life, like we are in the time where all that's going to matter real soon, So, and another thing, you hear these songs like "fuck this job," all that. That's how I feel, Fuck this shit, Fuck the system, societal norms. Fuck all that shit, Don't let the system and the machine that we're in dictate your happiness in life. Go and find it. Quit being content with your life. The end.
No, man, dude, I love it. No, man, it's right because there isn't growth in comfort, man. If you're not out of your fucking your norm and out of your box and out fucking doing shit that like and fighting and doing shit you normally wouldn't do, what the fuck? You're living a life.
Yes.
I love it, man.
Do what you love. Do what you love. That's all that matters. Do what you
Dude,
love.
You've been a blessing to come on, man. And it's, again, this next song right here is Dare Kids. It's off of his 15 Minutes of Flame song. The original song was 1 minute. Now this is an extended version. with Butch Cassidy, like he said, 2 minutes and 26 seconds of just.
Caught the zone first, and I purchased a scale light. Came a long way from buying perks under pale lights. I'm from where the pick.
I missed a whole bar there. Hold on. But yeah. Yeah, straight harmonics, straight balance, and here we go.
Drive my whole circle in search of a square life. Cop the zone first, and I purchased a scale light. Came a long way from buying perks under pale lights. I'm from where the pigs will pull you and punch out your tail lights. Used to buy black amounts and twist the tobacco out. Put some bullshit weed inside, split it and packed it out. Getting stared at cause I was stizzing at grandma's house. Looking to score some yatter, I'm hitting to have them out. I forgot a bunch of shit that my family don't. I thought the only antidote was doing acid though. Yakking snow off the ass of hoes came so natural. I swear me and my demons is so compatible. I seen the homie twice and he ain't doing well. Started doing the same dope that he used to sell. He hit me with the tweaker line trying to use my cell. Run off with it, I show him clips like he knew Pharrell. Don't try this at home because you might just end up in prison, no. Most my friends tripped out, I still miss them, no. Now the fentanyl is getting coffins to close. Don't try this at home because you might just end up in prison, no. Most my friends tripped out, I still miss them, no. Now the fentanyl is getting coffins to close.
I used to chill out, popping pills every day. Hoping when I feel good, all the stress will go away. This was my routine every day, and all the silly shit almost took my life away. A good night, smoking on a cigarette. Passed, I went to sleep, I was fucking with the internet. Somebody should have intercepted. Woke up on fire, went viral on the internet. Look at my life, don't be like me. Everything's a lesson you can learn, you see. God truly was a blessing to me. My testimony don't be like these fools. Please do what you gotta do. Be yourself, don't do what the others do. Love hip hop, give it all you got, and I'll see you at the top.
Don't try this at home because you might just end up in prison, no. Most my friends tripped out, I still miss them, no. Now the fentanyl is getting coffins to close. Don't try this at home because you might just end up in prison, no. Most my friends tripped out, I still miss them, no. Now the fentanyl is getting coffins to close.
Don't try this at home if you're not truly professional. So many of my friends are gone, I had to watch them all go home. To the pearly gates, yeah, they out, and you know just what I'm talking about. Drugs ain't for all. If it ain't your call, you don't gotta play ball.
Wow, man. Wow, what a good song.
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features.
If you're a web designer.
All right, dude. Right. I was trying to end it here. So guys, thank you for watching the IWK 710 Daily Sesh. I'll let Tommy finish.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark. Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndanaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyndanaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndanaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndanaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals, Tyndanaga.
Hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyndanaga.
Check us out in Tyndanaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndanaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Discover the treasure trove of flavors at Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory. Satisfy your cravings with our award-winning treats. Follow us on Instagram at Captain Rogers 705. Let Miss Jolly's Munchie Factory lift your spirits. Experience the comforting embrace of our freshly prepared soups and infused cornbread.